Oh, thank you.
You're live.
So we're here in Virginia Beach once again to speak about some injustices that went on Tuesday at the Virginia Beach City Hall protest march. Keep in mind that the protest in March was signified to speak out against autism awareness. Ms. Rushin, her son, is serving a 10-year sentence of a 50-year sentence for a non-fatal car accident. He is autistic. This gentleman here, Mr. Braxton, was one of the individuals who was arrested on Tuesday. Well, given a summons, we don't want to confuse the public, but given a paper of disciplinary actions taken forth by the courts. So we just want to give them a chance to give their story and let the world know that Virginia Beach right now is taking out an attack on protesters. These are all peaceful protests. There haven't been any type of violence or anything like that going on. So we just want to give this brother a chance to speak his piece.
All right. So as soon as we turn the corner from Princess Anne to Nemo Parkway, I was witnessing one of my friends, RJ. He was getting arrested. So everyone was across the street at that point. So by the time I saw that he was on the ground and they had dogpiled him, I was like, I'm out of here because they're going to start just pulling people. So I started walking away, and then they came up and said, go to the sidewalk. So I was like, all right, started walking towards the sidewalk. But then one of the officers decided that they wanted to put their hands on me, even though I was complying with their orders. And so I said, don't put your hands on me, and he ended up just pulling me right there, and then I was issued a summons for pedestrian in a roadway. And I will have to appear in court in September. So yeah. Oh yeah. And while that was it, he never arrested me, never read my Miranda rights or anything, but he did go in my pockets and take out my wallet and my possessions out of my pockets. And to me, that's an illegal search
Absolutely.
procedure.
Did they even ask you, for a search and seizure? Did they ask you any type of compliance?
They just put his hand right in my pocket.
Yeah.
That's definitely a legal search.
Yes.
So, and like I said, during the melee, this is Miss Matthew Rushin. This is Miss Laverne Rushin, the mother of Matthew Rushin, and she, like I said, this is one of the issues, one of the families that we do work with, and she was on the scene, and they pushed her.
Yes. So again, I was behind RJ. Well, actually, I was next to RJ, and he was kind of shielding me. And as soon as we turned the corner, all the police officers started like bombarding us, running towards us. And so RJ kind of did a dip, and the police officer that RJ dipped from, his hand ended up slapping me in the chest and pushing me back. There was another police officer that was behind me that actually caught me and was like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I turned around and I was like, yeah. So I felt that officer that hit me on my chest. By the time I looked around to see who that officer was the officer chasing RJ. And so I want to put it out there to Virginia Beach and Virginia Beach Police Department. You're attacking my family right now. You're attacking my family because of these protests, because I'm now being very open about what took place. But here's the thing, the truth is behind me. The truth is behind me that it was racial profiling, that you had 17 white officers out there and one black autistic young man. So because of that, you decided yesterday to release this profound statement to the governor. Well, you take that profound statement and you executed it, took a conversation between my son and I, and took that conversation and again twisted it just like you twisted it at the crime scene or the accident. You took that and twisted it. That was a personal conversation that my son was having with me. Because I'm battling cancer. So I'm battling cancer, and you have an autistic young man in prison, locked behind bars, trying to pacify, trying to comfort me, saying, okay, Mom, I'm only going to be in here for 5 years. I'm only going to be in here for 6 years. We can count down the time together, with the uncertainty that I may not live to see him come out of that, to walk out of those cells. So obviously you took that conversation and you took it to the next level to say he accepted his sentence. No, he didn't. We did not, and will not continue to accept it. We will not. And that release to the governor, that was unprofessional, biased. How do you go about investigating your own police officers. That's like you committing a murder and in turn investigating that murder. You're going to find yourself what? Not guilty? There you go.
So,
end of discussion.
With that being said, we do need further actions. Like I said, we will be posting what's the additional steps. There are city council meetings that are coming up. We're trying to make sure we were definitely placed on the agenda. Like I said, if there's anything needed as far as legal-wise, we will be keeping everybody updated here in our Twitter and our Instagram. Like I said, we would like to reach out to, like I said, we do know 3 of the individuals, including RJ, this young man, and John, who were arrested. So if anybody has information for the other 2 who were arrested, please contact us so we can make sure that the word is out. Peace and blessings to all. Like I said, Virginia Beach is a police state as of right now, and things will only escalate from at this point, based on what they're doing. So we're trying to keep things peaceful and civil, but we're clearly being attacked.
Absolutely.
Having arrest warrants placed out. We have the right to peacefully protest, and we do things peacefully. We're met with arms, and we're being met with force. So that's just leading to say that they don't hear us. So we do need that full disclosure citizens review board. It's not the police investigating the police. We do need Matthew Rushin's case reopened and reinvestigated. We definitely need to dismantle and defund the police and give that money to grassroots organizations who have been doing this work, who are not out here committing bias, that have literally been operating with just volunteers. So we want everybody to know that when we say defund and refund, defunding is not saying get rid of everything. It's saying give that money to grassroots and other community-based organizations that actually look out for the betterment of the community and not racially biased Virginia Beach Police Force. Thank y'all and have a blessed day.